What's going on, guys? So I am out here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm going to show you something kind of cool. That's my dad's RV. So he sold it to the folks over here at Ron Hoover, and they didn't even know that he was my father. And I came up here and I asked him about this. I said, hey, it looks like you guys just got a Class B in. It looks really nice. And they said, yeah, the previous owner took immaculate care of that RV. That you got to take a look at it, which is kind of funny. Then I told them that this was my dad's RV, and they're like, wow, it must have been owned by an engineer because this thing is in perfect condition. And yeah, they were really impressed with it. So that's always a good thing to hear, especially if you're selling something to a dealership and you know they have to resell it. But it's good to know that they felt that my dad took really good care of this thing. But yeah, this is his old Winnebago Sprinter. This is the Era. Very unique floor plan. Runs on a Sprinter chassis. Has dualies on it. So this is a Mercedes chassis. And if you haven't seen the videos I've made on this, you should go check them out. This is a super cool interior. This is your bed. It's a sofa at the same time. But what's nice is you actually have a slide out on this unit, and you can work your way all the way through, even with the slide in. It gives you a nice place to sit. You can put seat belts right here as well. You have a beautiful compact kitchen. I mean, the quality of these Winnebago Eras is top notch. It's super high end. I think these things are like $175,000 when they're new, so you really can't compare these to other cheaper Class Bs or other cheaper Class C motorhomes. But super nice. I've done a lot of videos on this thing, so I'll let you go check those out. But yeah, they have it over here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas for sale. Do not know the price because literally my dad just came and sold it to him today. So again, I don't know what they're asking for it, but if you're interested in a Class B and you want a really nice one on a Mercedes chassis with low miles, this might be the one for you. Okay, so on a different note, we're going to take a look at something that's supposedly super affordable. So the folks over at Forest River created their Wildcat 1 division, which essentially was designed to be a super affordable, no-frills, fifth-wheel RV. Basically, you know, RV pricing has gotten pretty dang high, and they wanted to create a unit that was actually relatively affordable given the size and the amenities that you have. So what you'll notice right off the bat when we look inside of this is that it's not super fancy, but they've done a lot of things right. We'll take a closer look at it. Real quick before we go inside, numbers on this unit. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,335 pounds. It's not as light as I thought it would be. Rides on twin 8,000-pound axles, E-load range tires, 2,445-pound cargo capacity. So it's got a good cargo capacity, and it's over 42.5 feet long. Dry weight, 11,304 pounds. All right, let's quickly hop inside of this unit, see what it's all about. Then we'll come back out and check out the outside. They've done some things that you typically see on more premium fifth wheels, like they've done this underbelly armor, which we'll show you when we come back out. And it is a vacuum bonded fiberglass walled unit, so it's not a corrugated unit like you typically see on lower cost units. All right, we're gonna step up the Moride step above steps. Let's show you what this thing's all about. So, you know, for being an affordable fifth wheel, and we'll look at the price here in a little bit, it's actually pretty nice. I mean, you see nice trim work done up here, nice contrasting crown molding, nice light fixtures. You know, it's got a good sized sink, has a sprayer that comes down off of it as well. It is a plastic sink, thermofoil countertops, booth style dinette, which also turns into additional bed area. You flip these up, you actually have cornhole games underneath them, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't necessarily know if everyone plays cornhole whenever they're RVing, but the folks over at Wildcat obviously thought you did. These windows don't open. They're huge windows. I'd love to know what you think about these windows. Please leave a comment below. They basically were able to save some money by putting windows that don't slide open, but the side windows do, and all three back windows open. It's just these large windows right here don't. How do you feel about that? Up here you have pleated blinds. Again, cost savings. It's kind of like, it's larger than a love seat, but it's not really like a full width sofa. And then you have a kind of a theater style seating right here. That's going to turn into a bed. You have a relatively small 39-inch TV in here. You still got a lot of cabinet space, a lot of pantry space. Greystone 3-burner cooktop, small oven. Underneath here, you got a lot of room in there. Drawers, nice full extension ball bearing glides. Good size pantry. Definitely like the pantry space in this unit. Over here, you have a cool little locking system for your Everchill 12-volt refrigerator freezer. And you have a good sized mid bunk, but check this out. You have a loft above it and you have a separate AC directly in this space. So you simply pull your ladder out, you climb up here, you hop in the loft. So the loft is inside of the mid bunk space instead of outside like some of them. Let me know what your thoughts are on that if you've looked at mid bunks and you know what I'm talking about. So you have two bunks right here. I don't think they flip up. They don't flip up, but they're incredibly long. You could probably be 6 foot tall and comfortably fit on here, at least lengthwise. This side, they did a bunch of cool baskets for storage. I like this concept because you take the baskets inside your home and then you load them up with stuff and bring the baskets out. Then you got a good amount of storage up here as well. Great place if you have a lot of kids and you want to pack all their toys with them. All right, you got a little hanging rod right here, probably good for like a dish drying towel. Thoughtful little touches, honestly. This is a sliding door. And here's probably your controls. Little hanging closet, and there are your controls. I like this because it's also Bluetooth controllable. That's for your slide outs, lights, things like that. Nice little niche here. I don't really know what you would put there, but maybe somebody knows. Little grab rail going up. Real quick, this wall looks really stark. It doesn't have much going on because they didn't put the loft right here. They put the loft inside of the mid bunk. I would almost want to put the loft here to separate that space a little bit, but also to give this area a little bit more character. What are your thoughts? All right, taking a look inside of the bathroom. You got a good sized shower. You know, it's on the lower end in terms of materials, right? It's not a super high-end surround, but it's actually a pretty good size. And you have some good height in here. You could probably be 6'5"-ish and comfortably fit in there. Does have a plastic toilet versus porcelain. Again, cost savings. Plastic sink. Does not have a medicine cabinet, but it does have this nice storage on the side. More storage underneath the sink as well. Stepping into the bedroom area, master bedroom, since there is a mid bunk. King size bed, nice and low. I don't imagine it's going to have a crazy high-end mattress, but it has some weight to it, so maybe it is a pretty comfortable mattress. Only someone sleeping in it would know. All right. You have a lot of storage over here. I don't know if there's prep for washer and dryer in this unit. There could be. It looks like there's a spot for a dryer vent there, so if there is prep in this unit, I don't know how you would act. Oh, there it is right there. So there's your washer and dryer prep. You take these shelves out, you can put a stackable unit right there. Spot for your TV in here. Here's your drawers. These sliders are always a little stiff when they're brand new. And then here's your front closet space. I'll back up a little bit so you can see. No mirrors or anything, but it's a nice space. What do you guys think? Let's check the outside of this unit out. Okay, so starting up front, this actually has a sale price of $59,999 off of an $86,683 MSRP. So you get $26,684 off of the MSRP. So yeah, these are right at $60,000, but it's a good size fifth wheel, and they give you a lot of space. So that's really what you're paying for with a unit like this. You still get the basic amenities, the basic things that you're looking for. None of the frills, none of the super high-end stuff that you might see inside of like a Jayco Eagle, but you're paying a lot less as well. So if you were gonna get like an equivalent version of this in like an Eagle, you'd probably pay a good $20,000 more. So is that worth it for you? Is that, you know, the compromise that you're looking for? They put a flag holder on the pin box. It has the Rhino box, which means it has a Rhino frame. Has electric front landing gear. It does not have auto leveling on it though. Again, one of those areas where they save money. Two 20-pound propane cans, even though it looks like you could easily fit 30-pound propane cans in here. That's the one thing I want you to think about as we go through this unit. This one's locked. That where did they cut cost? And these are just gonna be your underbelly storage areas. I bet this is a small outside, maybe refrigerator, something like that. 110 outlet, spray port, cable. See, this is something you typically see on nicer units, so they're not getting rid of everything. And then looking underneath it, so this has a 10-inch I-beam frame, and then you see those plastic panels that protect the bottom. Again, a feature you typically see on higher end units. All right. This has Trailer King tires. Does not have an upgraded suspension. I would like to see that. You know, even on lower cost units, this is an area that I do think you should not compromise. Put Cree 3000, put a Moride system on here, put a Lippert system, heavy duty shackle straps, greasable wet bolts. This one doesn't have any of that stuff, but it does have the reinforced shackle hanger, basically that little angled pieces of steel right there. They're on the ends as well. Keeps them from breaking off as easily. Coming around, this is what the windows look like from the outside when they don't open. All right, you have scissor style stabilization on the back corners. It's interesting, you typically don't see those on fifth wheels. LED lighting back here, a spot for the new Lippert ladder that you hook to it. So it doesn't come with the ladder, you have to buy one of those extending ladders, and then it hooks to the top from Lippert. Looks like it's all LED lighting, wired for Furrion wireless backup camera, no 2-inch receiver on this unit. Rack and pinion slides all the way around, so the slide out system is nice. And you got a little vent back here. This is your vent hood for your microwave. Definitely want to make sure it's open before you start using it, otherwise it's just going to recirculate the air inside. But kind of no frills. What do you guys think? Let's see if I can open this up. I don't know if this is locked. It's a really strange door. All right, so it's a kind of a flimsy door. Not a big fan of that. It's not horrible, it's just I think they could have gone with something a little thicker. This is what your basement storage looks like. You have your power disconnect there as well, so you don't get a parasitic draw whenever it's in storage. And then I bet this is going to be your controls. Yep, so there's your water control panel. Here's your landing gear control legs. Solar charge control, or solar charge for 10 amps worth of solar charging to your batteries. And then there are your low point drains. Interesting. So what do you guys think? It does have on-demand water heating, which is really nice. Becoming far more popular than it used to be on all price points. But again, you know, this is a Wildcat 1, a lot of square footage. You get a lot of space, 4 slide outs, mid-bunk, sleep a lot of people, and it can get you into a large fifth wheel at a price point that typically you don't hear of that much. So that's another good thing it has going for it. But I'd love to know what your opinion is of this unit. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed the channel. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.